So I thought this video could be more about, everybody, it's getting to be August and people are doing the clothes shopping for school. So I thought I would talk a little bit about that since so many people are. So I would do school. Remember, we clap. We both do our B hand shapes, and we just clap at the top. I put the palm of my hand on the palms and palms together and clap. And that's the old way that they would get attention for the children to start school. So this is school. And remember when I said about different ways to do shopping? We could do shopping, because this is store shopping, or you could do buy, buy, buy. So, it depends on that person. You could do school shopping or school shopping. So it doesn't matter to me, and I don't know which one I would use. I would use either one, but I think shopping is just like one sign, where this one is a multiple sign. But that wouldn't really matter because you're buying a lot of things, right? So supplies. So supplies, remember, it's not one thing, but it's like a ruler and pencils and markers and crayons and paper and spiral notebooks and whatever the teacher glue, and each teacher is different, and each grade level is different. So what you do for supplies is you hold this closed O hand shape, and then supplies. Remember, we did things like we did up and out. We did supplies. It's kind of the same thing. It's like you're holding, it's the closed O hand shape. You're holding something, and it could be your crayons or your tissue or your pencils or whatever, your pens, and you're holding it, and then you bounce it. Things or supplies. It's not things. See, things, but supplies is several things, right? So supplies. So you're holding something, as opposed things it could be just laid in your hand. But this is supplies. So school shopping for supplies. Yes, I know that is so expensive. I know, it's crazy what they need. And then you have this list. And so when I did list like this, and then list like this. So list is like, you have your piece of paper and you've written down each item. So this is what that is. And it's basically drawing a line. So it's a line item. But when you do it like this, then it's a long list, right? It's a whole bunch of stuff. So that's how I would say school shopping for supplies. The list. I know, it's expensive. It's crazy. You think that they would discount it or lessen it or discount it. So you could do it like they could decrease the price, right? We like our weight, we increase or decrease. So you could do decrease or you could do decrease. But I wonder if they increase the prices. Remember our X hand shape against this hand that you do not write with, and this is cost. So I wonder if they increase the prices right before school. Maybe. I don't know. But maybe they do. That's not fair, because so many people don't have the money. I know. And they do drives. Now, what is a drive when they do school supplies? That means they ask for volunteers or people to donate supplies, and they gather them all up, and then they can give it out free to the poor families. Now, poor is not something derogative with a deaf person. A deaf person really speaks just straight out. Because they only speak what they know, and they only speak in the present, and then add whether it's in the future or the past. So they're not being rude. It's just straight out, right? That's just the way it is. So, or you could say for needy families that need it because they don't have enough money. So I would have to explain it. And if I was not going to say poor, this is their jacket, and then they have a hole in the sleeve. That's basically what you're doing. Then you would have to explain in depth what you mean by a needy family. Well, all families need the supplies, right? You say, well, they don't have enough money, or the parents don't make enough money, or their income is low. So you would have to say that. So I would prefer just to say poor because it's less to say, but it's not necessarily derogatory. There's so many families in needs. And then you can say, and then you do say free. Remember we did like this is you're in chains and you break free, so free, and that means that sign for free is used for anything, especially monetary value. It does. I'm free to do whatever I want, or I got the supplies for free, and that's how it's used as well. Um, so, or you could say I got them for nothing, but then I don't know if this is that so clear. I would say, oh, the supplies are free. Oh, okay, cool. I think that's more clear than the supplies were for nothing, right? It's like, well, what is that really? Is it a monetary value, or is it there's nothing to them, or I think that would require more explanation. So the less explanation you have to do is what you would want to do. So you'd say, oh, school shopping for supplies. It's expensive. Yes, I heard that for poor families, they have the supplies there for free. Really? Where? At Walmart in the parking lot, there's a tent set up. Oh, really? I think I need to go. Yes, go this weekend. And then I was going to talk about tax-free weekend, which is when you can get supplies and clothing for school tax-free. So tax is a short word. There's not really a sign. Most people spell it. So I would spell T-A-X. Should we go over the alphabet? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So a tax-free weekend. I don't know when that is. I'm just making this up, right? So, because I know it's coming, but I don't know which weekend it is. So, you need to go on the tax-free weekend. Oh, yes, that's right. Everything is cheap, or at a discount, or it costs less. Cheap. I would rather do cheap, right? Or you could say it costs less. Is at a discount. Right, because they don't charge tax. Right. So where is a good place to buy clothes for the children or for the kids? Remember I did kids? Well, I know if you have a Costco in your city, you can shop there. They have shirts and jeans, jeans, pants, skirts, shorts, but they don't have the school uniform if your kids go to a school where they have to or they're required, either they have to or they're required to wear a uniform, hand shape, and U just goes down, uniform. You maybe have to go to a different store, maybe like Walmart, a Target, you're drawing a Target. Maybe those Kroger's with the clothes, they may have them there too. Yeah, they may have them there. But I know Walmart and Target and probably like Ross or TJ Maxx, they have clothes for cheap anyway. And then if it's tax-free weekend, then it'll be less expensive because clothes and the kids grow. They may say grow. You can't say grow or grow. They get bigger, they get taller, or they grow. either one. This is probably not conceptually correct, but I see it all the time. I mean, deaf people use language just like everybody uses language. Sometimes they break the rules, but you need to know what the concept is before you're able to either go along with it or to break it. And so, and then shoes, the same thing. Shoes, I wouldn't buy a lot of shoes. Maybe, and you could say tennis, or you could spell tennis shoes. Tennis shoes. Some people say sneakers, whatever you say. Or you can just say popular shoes. I need to find out what's popular. Their backpack, because you're putting the backpack on the backpack. And find out, what other kids are bringing too. I don't want my child not to have something popular because then they won't use it. I know, they'll just throw it away. Just, throw it away. I was going to throw it away. You could do any kind of gestures that you want. But you could, those are the kinds of things that are talked about. So clothes, pants. We're going to do a J for jeans, tops. And that can be any kind of top. This is really blouse, but you could use that for any type of top. A jacket, it depends on where you live. If you need like maybe a light, this is in weight, not a light like, a light bulb. But or something that's it's very bright. This is light in weight, so a lightweight jacket, a light one, or thin, a G hand shape, and it goes down this way. Thin, or a thin jacket. So yeah, and then my kids need haircuts too before school. Yeah, I noticed that there's a haircut place over there, and they're doing back, B-A-C-K. That's what you're really spelling, but it's basically B-K. Back to school specials. This is something special. You're taking it out of the crowd. Or you could say back to school, cheap, haircuts. Really, I need to go and set up an appointment right now. Yes, because they're going to get full that last weekend before school. So there's all those different things that you can discuss about that. And then, I need to go to the grocery store, food store, to buy different things for lunch. Yeah, sandwiches or pizza, double Z with an A, pizza, or those lunchable, and they'll do that too, lunchable. So you won't have to spell so much, because you always spell a proper noun. It's the name of a city or a person's name or the name of a company, things like that. But there's some things that will have a sign, thank goodness, so you won't have to spell over and over and over again. So I think that is good for back. I end up just doing a BK, but B-A-C-K. That's how I learned it, B-A-C-K. And that's how I did it for the longest time, and now it just looks like BK, B-C-K. Back to school specials. All right, have a good one. Practice. See ya.